everybody, it's Jim from Talking Vintage, located at Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, and this is show number 84. Show number 84. Today is September the 26th. I want to welcome everybody to the show. I'm your host, Jim. Warren's not here. He is out of town for a few weeks, so we will miss him for 2 or 3 shows, but then he will be back later on, probably in October. You'll see Warren coming back. Okay, well, welcome everybody to the show. We are brought to you by Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, located at 502 West Brennan Road, Lakeland, Florida, 33813. Decades Reclaimed is open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wednesday and Thursday and Sunday, 10 to 3. Friday and Saturday, 10 to 5. Come in and check out everything they have going on. I will tell you about a big sale they have coming up on the 29th and 30th. It is a comic sale. We're bringing in comics. We've been bringing them in. We're bringing in more of them for the sale. All comics in the store will be 50% off. So we have more than just one vendor that is participating in the comic sale. So come in and check that out. It's the 29th and 30th. If you've been here before when we had a comic sale, these are all new comics, or at least new to us. Not new comics. Some of them are old comics, but they're new to the shop. So come in and check that out. That is on the 29th and 30th, 50% off all comics. Today, like I said, is September 26th. It's National Chimichanga Day. It's also National Pancake Day, and it's National Amanda Day. So if you have a friend named Amanda, take her out to breakfast and get her some pancakes, and then maybe lunch or dinner for some chimichangas. Okay, famous birthdays today include Olivia Newton-John, Serena Williams, and Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton is from the movie Terminator. Okay, moving on, we're going to play our game. It's called What's in the Box. Normally, I give clues out, and Warren tries to guess what I have into my imaginary box. But since he's not with us, it's all up to you guys to guess what's in the box. Clue number 1. You could get about 8 of these in a shoe box, and individually, they don't weigh very much. Number 2, the company that makes them started in 1986, but the fad began in the 90s. Number 3, they were cited as an internet sensation in 1995 and collected as financial investments, which did not work out, I don't think. And number 4, some retired early, some went to McDonald's. In 2008, the 2.0 version was released. Okay, and the last clue, they are filled with plastic beads, not beans. If you know what it is, put it in the comments down below, and we'll let you know if you were right on the next show. Last week was, if you were paying attention, last week was matches. So they were in books and boxes. So that was last week was matches. Okay, moving on. We are going to be talking about vintage trends, vintage trends. Trending right now, Anna Lee is trending, those little flat-faced dolls. They're trending for Halloween. We've had some Halloween ones that we had that have already sold. We have Christmas ones out that have already sold. So they're trending right now. Also trending is jewelry. Vintage jewelry and costume jewelry and you know, even modern jewelry is trending right now. And then of course the holidays, we talked about that last week and we just kind of mentioned it there. Fall is selling, Christmas is selling, and Halloween is selling. What is not trending are large pieces of furniture. Mirrors, we're not selling a whole lot of mirrors, and chairs. Now this is just for Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot. I know some of you are at shops elsewhere and you're like, oh, well, I'm selling mirrors as fast as I could put them in. Yeah, I get that, but for us, they're not selling now. And then chairs. Chairs kind of, for us, we sell a few and then we don't sell any and then we sell a whole bunch again. But right now they're not trending. Moving on to the vendor corner, this is the time of the show where we talk directly to vendors that are in shops like ours. That bell's going to keep going off. I will apologize for that. So this is for you guys that are vendors in a shop like Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot. It might be tempting to sell something as is, but you shouldn't be sell something that's broken. It's kind of hard for me to give you an example. A broken item would be something that needs a large repair to it in order to make it function again, and it really doesn't have any other worth other than the functioning of the item. Okay, a chip or crack is okay. You just need to note that on the tag. We sell vintage, so a lot of it's old, a lot of it's going to have cracks, a lot of it's going to have chips or discoloration. But you don't want to just put as is without explaining what it is. Broken things that are not working, like an old radio, for example, if it's broken, does not work, it might look cool on somebody's shelf and they might want it that way. So what you need to do is, put does not work on there so that they know, and then they're not buying something they think that might work and doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. The bottom line is just be honest about the piece you're selling. If you know it doesn't work, put it doesn't work on there. If you know it has a chip or crack, put it on there. If it's going to take a large repair to having the item work, and the only value is it working. Let's just say it's like a turntable, a vintage turntable that's broken but needs a large repair to it. There's no sense in trying to sell that. You're just giving somebody else the project. You know what I mean? If you want to put project piece on it, I guess that's okay, but that's not fair to the customer saying, needs repair, and you know that it's going to take a lot to repair it. Okay, moving on. Our joke. I found out why the ocean is so salty. It's because the land never waves back. I get it, but it's not a good joke. All right, question and answer time. What's the most important thing? What's the most important thing that you guys? What is the most important thing to you when you go to a small business, just such as Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot? Let us know in the comments what you're looking for, what you need from us, and it'll help us out. In closing, I want to thank everybody for watching the show. Don't forget you can check out Decades Reclaimed on Facebook to see everything they have going on. You can check them out on the web. You can check our show out on YouTube. If you do check us out on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on notifications on the channel. If you're on Facebook and you're watching the show, make sure you like and share this. And then don't forget that we have the comic sale coming up on the 29th and 30th, where all comics in the store will be 50% off. I'm Jim. You've been watching Talking Vintage. It's a little different not having Warren here, but he will be back, not next week, probably the week after that. Thanks a lot, and have a great night.